Why, hello and happy Halloween. We are all systems go, and we are doing a Halloween special today. We're playing The Witch is Dead, which will be a one shot for tonight. And everybody here will be playing a witch's familiar, and their goal is to save their witch, who they are about to find out has passed away for different reasons. Our We're going to be set in kind of like a Regency fantasy England, kind of Howl's Moving Castle, Jane Austen, Bridgerton vibes. And their witch is named Theodosia Ravenscroft, and she sells books to the people of Swindlincote, but she's also secretly a witch. And she's secretly a witch because people don't like witches very much anymore. They're more on the side of magicians who study and are respectable. Witches, they're just born with magic, and that's like totally not cool. So not jealous at all. Um, they have all been familiars of Theodosia, and they have all been out on an errand for the day. And so, if you guys want to tell me what the name of introduce your familiar, the character you're going to be playing, how you met your witch, and what errand you were doing when you were gone the day she died. So, let's start with Logan.
Well, you see, my name is Princess the Bullfrog, and I met Theodosia when I was out in the woods. I was hopping out of the forest and scaring some children off their bike for fun, and she saw me and she was like, "No, don't do that anymore." And so she took me home, and that's a long story. That's how we met, and you see, and so on the day that she went missing, I was supposed to be gardening, okay, and that's something I was going to do in the future, but I just happened to not be there that day. I was taking my authorized union break all day.
Love
That's
that.
all.
Pick somebody.
Popcorn, the rat.
You gotta dig deep.
You can do it.
Okay. Well, my name's Tremble, and Tremble. That's not where I wanted to be. Trouble wants Trouble wants to talk to like humans. That's where I wanted to be. Okay. So, my name's Trouble. I don't actually know how I met the witch. She found me, I guess, but I do know I was her first familiar. And then all these people showed up. She sent me to go talk to the humans because she had taught me how to do that, so I was going to go get herbs.
A likely story. Popcorn who?
Popcorn Sean.
Well, hello. I am the wonderful, majestic magpie, Richard Horace Willoughby III. And I am a landed magpie of the Willoughby family, soon to inherit, mind you. And I met the witch because, well, I mean, she has all these things that she says are hers, but I mean, I really think they're mine. So I was taking one, of course, because it's my rightful property as a landed magpie to take as I see fit. And she decided we needed to talk about it, and long story short, I was stuck with her for a little bit. But now, she did have me on an errand, terribly pedestrian, where I had to connect with some of my less savory associates about clearing some more groves for her and her herb picking, and I think it was to help that horrible little rat that hangs around her as
I'm a
well. And
little
the
confused.
herbs
I
that
thought what's a landed magpie? I thought birds were supposed to be in the air.
I think he's lame.
oh, trouble! Don't think too much. It will hurt you, I promise. Anyways, I was out connecting with I think it was Al Al Cuckoo Capone. Yes, he's one of our less unsavory associates for controlling the Willow Grove. That, of course, is our land. But we use, it's a mutually beneficial relationship. Yes. The contact him. Why? Mess, which I mean, I would have thought this bunny would be able to take care of it. Popcorn Connor.
I'm sorry. What was this supposed to take care of? I
You
don't.
protect.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's my bad. I probably should have been doing that. Hi, I'm Thistleberry. I'm a jackalope. I met the witch when she saved me from another witch who was using my antlers for like some witch stuff, and it was like really. It was just kind of not good, and she really helped me out of a bad situation, and so now I just kind of fix her books for her. Not like cook the books, that would be like we don't cook the books around here. This is a
No, we're
totally
respectable.
this is a respectable, very very wonderful establishment here. Nobody's cooking any books. We're only cooking, cauldrons. Sorry, we're not cooking cauldrons neither. We're just cooking glue. We're a bookbinding shop. We just cook the glue to bind the books. And yeah, that's what I was doing that day. As I was going and I was buying more of the glue, or the hooves for the gluing of the books that we book at the librarium.
That
Yeah.
sounds right.
Yeah.
Great. And Theodosia, we said, is on the surface a respectable bookseller, but she has a secret room where she sells magical books to those who are qualified. And she also keeps books that she doesn't think are safe for circulation in this magical librarium. So if you walk in as a normal person into Theodosia Ravenscroft's text and tomes, you will only be able to see the librarian if you are of a magical bend. And so you guys are all out on your various errands. How do you think every familiar has a drop of witch's blood, and that's what gives you the chance to do one spell, and that's what gives you a chance to revive her. How do you think do you think you sense that she died? Like, what do you think happens? Since she's kind of like the source of your power.
Oh well, I mean, I'm very in tune with what Theodosia does. She works with books, and I mend the books again, just fixing them. And so we're just like very connected in a really serious way. So I was just on my way to go get the hooves, and I I was just hiding in my scarf, and it was really dark, and I saw her like getting stabbed by like a guy, and he was like real big and scary, and he didn't seem like a normal customer. So I mean, we pretty much only ever get normal customers. There's nothing weird that happens around our bookshop. So I was like, guys, I think this is really like we got to really do something about this. I'm kind of worried. Um, so maybe somebody should like go and help her. Like, is there like a 911? Do we call like a fire brigade or
She's
something?
just
I don't.
bleeding out on the floor.
And I'm just like, I'm just trying to find the proper authorities, because I don't know how to do any of that. All I know how to
I
do is
think you
tidy,
are.
clean, and mend.
I think you are torn between the fact that you want to summon the proper authorities, but the proper authorities would not like that she's a witch. So, like, you have this kind of.
Oh no, she's not a witch. No, 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 no.
No, yeah.
Absolutely not
Yeah.
a witch.
Absolutely not. She's being murdered in her witch
Very,
room.
very respectable. Very respectable lady. She just has the librarium.
Yeah, these are all
And
normal
and
books.
the books. Sorry, no, it's not a librarium. It's a bookstore. It's just a bookstore.
Well, you don't
Normal
have to worry
books.
about the librarian anymore because that man is quickly obtaining all of those books that are in the librarium after he's disposed of Theodosia. So he is not only stabbed Theodosia, he is taking at a speed you would not think possible all of the books in the librarium, and they're disappearing into what seems like thin air. And he kind of doffs his hat and walks he's gonna walk out the door.
Are you in the room with him?
Apparently.
Okay.
Or you could be across the hall. There's probably like
Yeah.
a secret room. I mean, this is a secret room, so unless you're mending books in the secret room,
I think I'm coming back in from the jackalope passage, that I crawl through after
the
I've
secret
retrieved the
jackalope
hooves.
passage. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just kind of coming back in, and I see this guy leave, and I call out for the proper authorities to abscond with the guy because he's absconding with our books, and so we don't want to be in like a whole absconding situation here. So, I
He
call
has
out and
absconded for sure.
oh golly, okay,
He does
okay, I'm
not
gonna
listen to you. And let me just put it this way: it's a little bit of a mess in the librarium. Theodosia's part of the mess.
well, I'm just I do three things. I tidy and I clean and I mend. So I'm gonna tidy and clean, and princess.
What are you? I'm just on a
Princess.
shelf smoking a cigarette in the room where she just died. What?
Oh, hey, that guy.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. He just came here and fucking killed her. It was wild.
I think he's getting away now.
Oh yeah, he was real fast.
Should we? Who should we tell? Do we tell anyone? We have to tell someone, right? Like this.
No,
feels
we can't
bad.
tell anyone. Unless they prove it in a court of law, we did not see anything. Okay, and so they can take that up and they can try and prove it, but we didn't see it.
Oh, but like, okay.
No,
but he has-
we didn't see it. Okay, that's
Okay.
between you, your lawyer, and God. Okay, and maybe her, but she's dead. Allegedly.
Well, she was my lawyer, so
Well,
it's just me and God now.
I hope
Or
you
does
got
that-
a good public
While you
defender.
guys are arguing, you feel a sudden like decrease in your magic. Like you're like, okay, she was alive but dying out, and now she is officially dead. Like
I'm like
her
mopping up blood, and it just
her
stops
soul-
mopping.
her soul left her body, and you all feel like an echoing kind of reverberation in your soul, and you just kind of feel like magic that you once had access to is now significantly diminished. You only have one access to one spell. And you know, because she told you upon getting familiarhood, she was like, if I ever die, you'll lose all your magic powers unless you bring me back within 1 week. And then she's like, I will need the eyes of the man who killed me, or woman, person, animal, tree, whatever it is.
I gasped loudly. Thistleberry, what did you do? Why am I not mad? You were cleaning up her blood, and then I just felt it.
That's between me and God.
And me. That's a hidden rule in that list.
Oh, okay. That's between you and me and God. So if it's between us, then you should already know it. Don't you know it?
I need you to spell it out for me.
Well, I don't really know how to spell. I just I do the bindings. I don't do the words on the books. Like I fix the covers, but that's kind of more like a mechanical thing. I don't really deal with the words on the books. That's kind of philosophy.
Hold on one
and
second.
I don't really.
And then
talk
I'm gonna
about
leave
that
the
too
room.
much.
To just not come back.
Thistleberry's just like talking to himself.
I'll hop out and find trouble. Oh God, trouble! You will not believe what happened in there.
What happened?
So there I was. I was just on my shelf, and Thistleberry comes in. The witch is dead. She's dead. Okay, I've never seen anyone as dead as her.
The witch came in?
Well, she was. Well, so you see, she was already in the room, alive, but now she's in the room but dead, and Thistle's also in the room.
Which customer? I'm not following.
What do you mean customer? No, there was no customer. It was just the witch and Thistleberry and me. And God and the lawyer. But those are the same people.
Our witch?
Y'all are
Oh,
losing
yeah.
your magic powers.
Gonzo.
What do you mean? I got these
She's a
herbs and
body.
everything.
Oh, she doesn't need those anymore. She needs eyes.
It's eyes. Well, okay.
So I need you to go do that.
I can't do that.
I need you to get the eyes. I believe in you. You can't do much, but I think you can do this one thing.
How am I supposed to get eyes?
You're the ideas person, okay? You just figure it out. And I'm going to leave and go back into the room.
I'm gonna go find Rich.
Richard Horace Willoughby the third.
Richard Horace Willoughby the Third has
Rich!
just flown in a tizzy. He slammed into a window, and then he slammed into another window, and he
Rich,
broke this one, and he actually went through it. And he goes, What has happened to our magic, you miscreants? Oh my lord! Nearly made a fool of myself.
Princess told me that the witch
Ugh.
died, and we have to bring her back some eyes because that way she can be alive again.
Oh,
Very simple.
grotesque. We have to bring her back eyes.
I
Whose
think
eyes?
your bill
Your
is
eyes? Sure, come here.
No. These are my These
You
are
don't need them.
no, but I want them to be my other eyes. The witch, we have to bring her back so she can uncurse me.
Oh, I think there's much worse things going on with you than just curses, Trouble. But okay, sure. Now, whose eyes are we getting again? What happened?
The
She
person
died. Who killed her?
Were you listening when she was telling us about how to bring her back to life if she died?
No, I don't listen to that woman unless I absolutely have.
Memories of
Beneath
her
my
being
station.
like, "You're the best magpie in the whole world." Who's the cutest magpie in the whole world?
It's insufferable, I tell you.
Who's the smartest magpie? Great.
Okay, well,
Okay,
Mitch,
well,
we have to find the person who killed her and bring back his eyes.
while you were bringing Rich up to speed, Thistleberry, you notice that your Theodosia's body has started to shake and is now slowly levitating off of the ground.
Well, okay. I'm gonna like nuzzle my scarf off of my neck, and I'm gonna like bite it and like try and fling it over her to hold her down.
Uh-huh. Okay,
Ugh.
roll basic, so that's 7. And that'll be fierce.
Oh, I've got a +0 fierce.
Nope.
Oh, yeah. So I mean, I'm trying to pull this scarf off me, and I just get tangled up in it. It's about, I'm the size of a normal jackalope, right?
Yeah.
And this scarf is about 8 feet long.
Yeah.
And so I can't walk without stepping on it.
That's why you
And
never
so
leave the glue making cauldron.
Because I'm actually glued to the scarf as well as it just being this long. So yeah, I just get tangled up in it, and it's a horrible, horrible scene. And oh gosh, princess,
I'm back on the shelf smoking another cigarette.
Can you help me? I'm kind of tangled, and the last time that I got tangled like this, it took me so long to get untangled, and really it's just kind of hard to do because I don't have thumbs, but you have like those little suction pads, and those are really nice for grabbing things. And like that time that you use your tongue too to move the.
I'm taking off a headset, like headphone. I'm sorry. Are you saying something to me? I didn't get any of that.
Oh, hey, princess, can you come help me? Because I'm
yeah. 1 second. I'll be right there. Cigarette, a little more. I'll hop down. What are you trying to do? You're levitating her body.
Oh no, I'm trying to not levitate her body, but I got stuck in my scarf when I was trying to to make her not levitate. So if you could help me get out of my scarf, then I can figure out how we can make her stop levitating. Because I think if she doesn't stop levitating, she's just gonna go up forever, right? And
Is
like
she
that sounds
still
like
going up?
She has reached a good 3 feet off the floor, and she's just hanging out.
and like that sounds like a really good renewable source of energy, and like it could really help with the climate situation. But like I don't know that I know how to harness that, so I just kind of want to keep it contained for now, so that maybe somebody with like
But what if I just
mechanical.
tied the other scarf to her, and then you're tied to her as well?
Well, that would but
Then
I
when she
don't-
floats away, you would go with her.
but I don't like heights, and see, I kind
You
of have a
can
problem with
close your
being up.
eyes.
There was a time that I got taken up by a balloon, and it was one of the, I think they
Oh,
called it a
okay.
dirigible.
Don't tell me. I know the balloon incident. You don't.
Yeah. So I don't think we want another one of those. It's. I don't
As
think.
much as I'd like to see you fly
She
away
has-
forever, I
She's
don't want to hear about another
started
balloon
glowing
incident.
while you guys are.
Oh
And
my god.
I think the
Thistle,
glowing
you
is
gotta
probably,
stop this.
the glowing's probably really good for the energy situation, because there's probably a way to contain that, but we need something that we can contain it with, and the scarf will at least help us keep it.
Can I
at
hop
least a
up on
little
her
bit
desk?
in
Is she
place.
near her
Mhm.
desk? Is she near furniture?
Yeah, I feel like the bookshelves are empty, but she had a little desk with her correspondence in this librarium room.
Okay, I'm just gonna hop up on her desk and start trying to push heavy things onto her body.
All right, I'm gonna say that's simple.
Simple what?
6. That's a simple task to do. You have to roll 6 or higher.
But what do I add something?
You do. Oh, sorry, fierce.
0. 3?
Oh, she's still hovering.
I'm just pushing shit off her desk now, not even in the right direction.
Her teacup has already been broken because she's notoriously bad with china. So that's no big deal. Okay, great. So you guys hear the commotion in the librarium. Do you do anything, Rich and Trouble?
I'm gonna lumber in,
Lumber on
as
in.
fat rats do.
Yeah, you just hear, crashes as Princess throws objects onto the floor, consistently missing the witch.
I'll get it next time.
And
I pick up a
Thistleberry
priceless artifact.
is just trapped in their own scarf, asking for help that Princess is not giving at all.
Oh, hey, Trouble, can you come help me? Princess tried to help me, but we're in a really tricky situation here, because I'm all wrapped up in this scarf.
Yeah.
And if we don't get the scarf kind of unwrapped, there's gonna be we won't be able to.
I got
Scarf
you.
up
I
there,
got you. I'm gonna chew Thistleberries out of his scarf.
It would be really cool if you didn't ruin it or anything.
Look, you don't need 8 feet.
It is.
That's
What?
too much.
What? But
You're gonna be so much happier with just
Can I-
3 feet.
but I don't know. But the whole length of it is kind of like the thing that it was, and I don't like to change things.
Oh,
there's no
just
reason.
Roll
chew the scarf.
Simple, fierce. Oh, we're doing
3.
so good.
3 again.
This witch
Sarah,
might
did
stay
you
dead.
set up this roll 20 and
I
do
really
it wrong?
did.
Yeah.
I might have. Who knows? Okay, you are chewing this scarf, and the glue has accumulated, and you just keep gnawing, and it does not get any. You're not getting any headway.
Thistleberry, why
it
did your
tastes-
scarf taste like hoof?
I tried to do a thing where there's this material, it's called carbon fiber, where there's woven mesh of fibrous material that's then dipped and cured in a resin, but I didn't have that, so I just have the fibers of the scarf, which I think is a hemp material, but it might be a hemp poly blend. I don't know.
It's for sure.
I dunked that in the glue one time, and then it got really crusty, and
Right.
then it just kind of was stuck like that as it
Princess.
was, and so I don't really know how. It doesn't have the structural
Princess.
properties the carbon fiber does, but I would like to,
I'm sorry, are you
continue
saying
working
something?
to develop.
Princess. This
What?
is nice talking. I don't like it.
Yeah, well, I don't like it either, but I've been in this room with them forever, so it's your turn now.
As you guys are chatting, you notice that her eyes have begun to glow too. So not only is her
She's
body
gotta
glowing,
stop this. She just keeps doing this freaky stuff, and I don't like it.
she's glowing, and you notice that the mirror on her wall, which you didn't think was particularly magic or special, has basically frost all over it and a little bit of a crack.
Is the mirror high up?
I would say it's 4 feet off the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Rich. Rich, we tell you not to fly into stuff, but I'm gonna need you to go touch that mirror.
Fly into that mirror.
He's occupied.
A bell has started ringing. A bell that does not exist in this. Like, you have never seen a bell in this whole shop and, like, bedroom that she has in librarium. Basically, a phantom tolling is happening.
Is it spooky?
It's spooky. And as soon as you hear the tolling, she starts.
Well, this is all really exciting.
Theodosia, you're gonna have to speak up a little bit. We can't hear you. And I'm kind of tangled in the scarf, so
You're not gonna be able to hear her unless you get a little closer.
What's she saying, Thistle? I can't hear her.
you had those headphones on earlier. Was that? Should you take those off? Maybe you could hear her then. Can you hear what I'm saying? Should I?
I'm not wearing headphones. Are you blind? Do you see headphones on my ears?
I didn't see them earlier, but you.
Well, that's
took
a
them
you
off
problem.
and
Okay,
well,
they're not here now, so I don't know why you're bringing it up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you, Princess.
Okay, I accept your apology. Don't let it happen again. Now, what is she saying?
Yeah, can I crawl my way over to Theodosia and see if we can perceive?
Yeah. I'm gonna not make you roll for that. I think you
that's
have
great.
sufficient.
I love that for us.
Sufficiently paid enough price for your being tangled in a scarf.
Mhm.
Okay, you crawl over. Are you like underneath of her as she's floating
Well,
off the floor and glowing?
I don't have a ladder, so I don't think I can really get up on top of
Mm.
like where she's floating. So I think I'll just kind of like try and get like right underneath her head because it
Yeah, right
sound
close. Mm-hmm.
lines,
Mhm.
it'll
Is
go
she
in
face up or face down floating?
She face up. She
Okay,
face
yeah.
up.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna like get myself in the spot, and I'm gonna listen and
Okay.
see what she has to say, and maybe like ask her again to like just speak up a little bit. That would be kind of helpful.
Okay. Okay. Great. Simple, clever.
Ugh.
3.
We can only roll 3s this whole time.
Oh, it's even better.
Oh no! What about your danger points?
Well, that now puts me at 2.
Yeah, that now puts you at 2. Okay,
So I
good
think
to know.
I think I'm fine.
You're
Wait,
fine.
do danger go up when we fail?
Yeah. So
Unless
it's cumulative.
You can lower your danger by solving or running away from your problems.
We never. Oh, okay, we can do
If
that.
the task is dangerous, you get danger.
All right. Well, you do know for sure she's speaking human.
Mm.
So
Well, I don't know how to do that. So
you don't know how to do that. And before, she kind of just could psychically talk to you, like her being alive and a witch really like helped you out. But now she's dead and a witch and the magic is gone. So she's just kind of sounding like a normal human, which is like wah, 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 wah.
Rich
I'm sorry, Princess.
flutters over and says, "Oh, magpies are excellent at understanding these simple apes and their muttering.
Okay.
Let me. I'll get closer to her throat."
Simple, clever.
Which will flutter over. Practice his mimicry on her.
Oh,
Hey!
wow! Way to
10.
go.
Success.
Great. So you flutter on over, and as you land on her body, her eyes snap open.
Ew, that's freaky, Theodora. Theodosia. Whatever your name is.
Theodosia. Theodosia. Her eyes snap open, and you hear her say, "Look into my eyes."
No, absolutely not.
She's like, "The murderer's face. Give me they're in my eyes."
Trouble, get over here. You're the kind of commonwealth that deserves to know this.
I,
Rich will will fly over to Trouble and grip Trouble by the back of the neck and lift them up.
Fly
Look,
right
look!
up onto that witch.
Like in Spirited Away with the mouse and the gnat.
Yes. Oh
It's
yeah.
like-
Okay. I'm gonna say that's fierce. Basic.
Sure.
Nice.
How you do it?
10 total.
Look in her eyes. She's being creepy right now.
Okay.
You crawl up to her, and her eyes are glowing blue. Like her whole body is glowing in like this blue kind of like electric.
I put my little rat face like right up next to the eyeball.
Her unseeing eyes are open, and as you stare into her eyes, you see in her pupil is the face of the man who killed her in a top hat. And you know what he looks like essentially. You see that he's wearing just kind of like he looks like he could work at the Collegium. He's got, a very scholarly outfit, top hat, burgundy coat, lovely cravat. Looks like maybe one of her normal customers. Strangely younger than you would think too for a cold-blooded killer. But basically you look at this and as you look, she goes, "This is the guy. Bring me his eyes."
You got it. Slap her on the face.
She does nothing.
Rich, you would love this guy. The guy that killed her, he looks very fashionable. I don't know if you've
He
considered.
was wearing a great outfit. I was right on that shelf. I saw the whole thing. If I were to be proven in court to have been here, I saw the whole thing, but I wasn't, so I did. But
Yeah.
his
Well,
fashion.
I may have this one monocle. I have no interest in human clothing. Disgusting.
And when you like from this vantage point of being 3 feet off the floor on your dead witch's body, you see, you see that there's also an like a kind of looks like an invitation card or something has fallen to the ground, and is near the mirror.
Nice. Thistleberry, go read that.
All right, I go and read that.
I also want to rifle through her pockets while I'm on top of her to see if she has anything good.
Great. Okay. Simple for rifling. I think you can either pick clever for knowing what's good, or quick.
I'll
or
choose
sly,
quick.
Whatever. Okay.
8.
Great. You do it. You don't necessarily know what's good, but there are things in her pockets. You see in her pocket, she kind of has her diary.
Not good.
Don't care about that. You also see that she has her favorite writing quill.
Not good.
No good. No good. She has a fob watch.
Maybe
and
good.
then yeah, maybe good. A little quizzing glass, which is kind of like like a little magnifying glass you can hold up to one eye.
Lame.
And then lame, don't care. And then
Rich takes that one.
a ring of keys.
Oh, that's good. That's the stuff.
That is the stuff.
Shiny.
Shiny, shiny, shiny. Yeah, and
Trouble,
then
did you
know,
find my ring of keys in there?
It's not yours. It's mine.
No, I think she was borrowing it from me. That's mine.
No.
Yes.
It doesn't.
You can see it has my name on
It
it.
doesn't matter if she was borrowing it from you because I just stole it, so now it's mine.
She's also wearing a necklace, if that's of any interest to you
Yes.
at all.
It is good. You can have this,
Great.
princess.
Which one is it?
Necklace.
I want that.
Yeah, you do.
Is it breakable?
It's like one pearl on a gold chain. Could be breakable depending on how hard you try.
I'm gonna jump off the desk with it, trying to break it.
Okay, great. Do you want to roll for that?
If I just could succeed, I'll do that.
I'll let you break it.
I break.
Well, that was worthless.
Great. With Thistleberry, what are you doing?
I looking at the card on the ground,
Mhm,
it
mhm.
looks like it's some kind of a placard, or like maybe it's like one of those things in a museum where it like tells you the history of what's going on. And I
Mhm.
really hope that it tells me what's going on, because I kind of don't know what's going on, and it would be really convenient if it could tell me what was going on.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, great. It does tell you what's going on, but do you know how to read?
I mean, I think I explicitly said it earlier that I'm not good at like the letters part of the books.
Right.
I just do like the outside and like
Do you
sometimes
want
the
somebody else to
paper
read
and the
it, or do
stitching.
you want to try to read it?
Well, I mean, you should always try, right? I mean, it's nice to learn new skills and to broaden your horizons. So I mean, I'll
Thistleberry,
take.
do not try to reach above your
There's
station,
the
please.
the
Just
good
get out
news.
the way.
The good news is that there's
Oh,
some
I'm sorry.
illustration.
Am I in the way? I didn't mean to be in the way. I'll be a
You're
little
always in
back
the
up,
way,
back
but
up
it's
here.
okay. It's okay.
Oh.
I promise. It's okay. Anyways, now let's read this, and I will cast Make a Book Read Itself.
Great. Great. This doing magic is always dangerous. So you'll have to roll for it. I'll make it simple.
Is it just flat, or do I apply any modifiers?
You can apply clever since it's interacting with human.
I would love to.
Oh,
Oh no!
There's my bad luck. So, my monocle glows whenever I cast that. It gets like a crack through it.
Your monocle gets a crack through it.
And I say, oh, God damn it, that dumb witch has died, and now my magic won't even work, and she's broken my monocle.
All right, so you don't.
Done with this. And he
It doesn't read itself out
waddles away.
loud. Well, you do notice that it had the crest of the Collegium in it. And since you are a landed magpie and you're aware of like how civilized people do things, you're pretty sure it looks like an invitation. And you know that since it's All Hallows Eve, that every year the Collegium has a Halloween masquerade. So it could be that this person is attending the masquerade because Theodosia would never, she's on the surface a normal person, so she would never out herself by going to such an overtly magical event.
Oh, wait. That piece of paper reminds me of something. The crest. It's of that magical school. It seems like, and they always had this strange event. We would sometimes watch them and laugh from far away, but it was a great time to test your mimicry abilities. They do some strange festivity on All Hallows Eve, and maybe this miscreant whose eyes we must find is at this strange event. I think we'll have to go to this college.
Oh, hold on, give me that. Give me that.
Do you
I
jump
don't have
off
it.
of
It's just
the-
on
do
the
you-
floor.
Do you jump off the
But
dojo, or do you?
is she?
run to
I
the
imagine
dojo?
she's wearing a dress or something, and I can like fire pull slide down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally.
Go over.
She's got a whole bustle's worth
Grab
of
paper. Go outside through the rat door.
Yeah.
Find
Slightly smaller than the jackalope door.
find a human.
Okay, you go outside, you see a laundress where she's washing clothes.
I stand on my hind legs and I swish my cape.
Oh God, it's got a cape! It's trying to talk to me! What does it want? I can't live in this bloody town!
I can't speak human.
Alright. I'm gonna say that's dangerous. Simple.
Which skills?
A clever.
5?
Okay.
That good
You
or
fail.
bad?
Bad.
You have to get 6.
We must get 6 or we fail.
I might need to lower the stakes.
I think that when you cast your spell, it just does the thing, but then it gives you a point of danger.
Okay, we can do that. So you can succeed on this,
Okay.
but get a point of danger.
Perfect. I got a point of danger. I will brandish with my cape, also brandish behind me. Brandish this letter. Human,
Brandish it.
I have been sent for you to read this letter to me.
It's unnatural, I tell you, unnatural. You are extremely lucky in that this laundress knows how to read.
Just to
And
read the
she's a-
tags to know who the clothes go back to.
Yeah, a very kind parson taught her how to read early in
If
her
you
years.
do not read this to me, you will lose all your hair.
Doesn't mean you turned me into anything unnatural. And she reads the invitation to you, and it says, please join us for the Witch Hunters Ball at the Collegium, 7 p.m. sharp, All Hallows Eve. Costume required. Please dress as a witch you've recently killed. Bring a dance card. There will be a waltz.
All right. You get to
It
keep
lists-
your hair.
She is now sobbing and running away, crying.
I go back to them. I got bad news.
Is
I
it?
got that when you came back. That was bad news.
I hate to admit I agree with you, Princess.
Who is that?
Who?
That bird?
Oh, dreadful. The company we must keep these days.
Is he gonna stay
Well,
around?
just spit it out.
Well, this letter is an invitation to a witch hunter's ball. That's maybe tonight. I don't know what day is it. I don't know.
I think it's
All Hallows
Tuesday.
Is it All Hallows Eve or is that not now? Who knows? Not me. I'm a rat.
It is All Hallows Eve. The voice of the god speaks down from above.
The voice of my ancestors speaks to me.
And the witch hunters have to dress as a witch that they killed recently.
It's kind of gruesome.
Yeah,
I
but
can appreciate the aesthetic.
on the bright side, we
Humans are barbarian.
should be able to find him pretty easy.
But
Yeah, he's gonna look just like her.
He didn't
Wait,
even take her clothes. How is he gonna look like her?
Clothes can be the same.
What she looks like.
It seems inconvenient.
But we need a costume.
Why?
Because we're gotta go to the party
Yes,
and
we're
get this
already a
guy's
costume.
eyes, obviously.
But why do we need a costume? Can't we
It
just
says-
show up?
I point to not where it says costume required, but none of you can read, so you don't know. I said costume required.
What if we went as 4 animals in a trench coat?
I think technically we
And
have
a
to
scarf.
go as a witch that we recently killed. So if that witch was actually
We
4
killed
animals
the
in
trench coat witch, obviously.
Oh, all 4 of us did, and then the 4 of us wear the one trench coat.
Yes.
Okay,
This is very simple.
that makes sense to me. Yeah, that sounds
If
fine.
I'm gonna be in a trench coat with that one, I want to be on the other side. Okay, I need 2 people between us.
I think that means either I have to be the bottom or you have to be the top. And I have a fear of heights, so I think that means that I have to be the bottom.
That's great. I have the prettiest face. It makes sense for me to be the head. No
You do-
arguments. Okay.
I also have
know?
sciatica, so carrying everybody sounds kind of bad. I don't know that I
Sounds
really
on
want
brand
to
that
do
you're
You're
upset.
gonna take some ibuprofen and you're gonna make it through the night. Okay. Okay.
I don't know what my weight is because I don't know what
Thistleberry-
grams are. So.
Thistleberry with sciatica. Okay, you guys do know that Theodosia has a wardrobe full of clothes, and like she did have she was a little bit of a clothes horse, so she had some fancy dresses and a mask or two because she has gone to a masquerade, so she definitely has things that you could wear if you wanted to be in disguise.
Princess, I think you're gonna need to get a mask to cover your frogness because you're a frogness.
It's a costume party. People will think it's a mask already.
Are you implying that frogs can't kill princesses? That seems.
Yeah, what are you trying to say? Okay? I don't like it.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. Princess.
Well, you
It
did.
wasn't.
So now we gotta work through that. And I don't really care to work through anything with you at the moment, so. Sarah, I
Mhm.
have a philosophy question.
Yeah.
Does she
Ask me
have
the
anything?
philosophy
Does she have
question.
anything that is linen? Does linen still count as a plant if it was from a plant? And can plant growth be used to shrink something?
She definitely has something that's linen.
That's the least important question. Of
I
the
know.
two.
It was the easiest one to
I
answer
know.
for sure.
Yes, linen. I would say no
Okay,
plant
that's
growth.
fair. That's fine.
I would say no plant growth.
Okay, it's not a plant and it's not growing, so I guess that's
It's dead. It dead. It'd be dead. You could
Okay.
have done that pre-witch dead, but now that
Oh.
she's dead, like you're limited to like
yeah, okay.
logic now. Rude.
Okay, let's go to her closet.
Okay. Easy. It's just a little wardrobe. You open it. Easy does it.
Does he have anything scandalous?
She is a respectable woman running a respectable non-magical bookstore that's only sometimes magical if you're the right person. So, no.
Did the witch hunter steal an outfit? Is there a piece missing?
The witch hunter did not steal an outfit.
Okay, well, we're gonna go in that one. And I'm gonna point to just anything.
Like, she does have a nightgown. Do you want her to
That
do you
we're
want to
gonna
go
go
in the
in the
nightgown? Like, she doesn't have a scandalous day outfit, but she does have like what she
That's
sleeps
good.
in.
That's good. That's good.
Okay, great. So, yeah, that's actually the easiest to wear. Nothing complicated involved at all.
I can wear anything. It just
You look
fits
good
my
in
body.
anything,
I look great in it. I come back with the nightgown. Okay, everyone pile onto the rabbit.
I'm actually technically a jackalope, and I know it looks like I'm just a rabbit because my antlers.
get on
How did
top.
you know I was talking about you? I could have been talking about anyone.
I like look around for another. Oh, sorry, I didn't know that someone
Get on,
else was
bird.
here.
Oh, must I touch someone? I just hover.
You just hover.
Fluttering.
Well, you
So Princess is on you with like a
There's just two
God,
stacks
princess.
of two.
Lay
the
off
feet
the
and the
flies,
top move
please.
at different times. Great,
Yeah,
you
we're
guys
gonna
are
have two
totally
halves.
totally giving witch right now. It's the best witch we've ever 3-foot tall witch we've ever
Keeping
seen.
up.
Okay, we're near a mirror, right?
Yeah, you're near a mirror that's frosted over. You can't see
Okay,
into
guys, twirl. We gotta twirl.
it.
Go. No, wrong direction.
Well,
You
we
twirl
went
the other
opposite
way.
We twirl opposites, yeah.
Yeah.
He's never
That's
looked
right.
better.
That's right. That looks exactly right. Okay, great. What do you want to do now?
We gotta go to the ball.
You gotta go to the ball.
I don't know. There's no map. I
Time.
don't know where this ball is.
Abby,
Late
you're
enough for the
muted.
ball.
Yeah, I would say that you guys, you can arrive, if you leave now, you can arrive at the ball in time.
It'll probably take us a while to get there, so.
It'll take you a while to get there. As you're twirling, you notice that, like, you thought the witch hunter went through the front door. But, like, there's no mud or anything that looked like he left through the front door.
Well, I do tidy, clean, and mend a lot, so I might have just accidentally
okay.
tidied that up thinking
You-
that it was a different thing.
How are you
No, I
gonna
don't-
clean up a crime scene just like that? What
Well,
are we gonna
that's-
do now?
I thought we weren't supposed to have been there. Are you saying that you were at the crime scene? I think that I should request a lawyer if I'm going to continue to have a conversation.
Gonna whisper
like this.
loudly. No, you and I were at the crime scene, but we can't tell anyone that. Okay, so these other two, you can't tell them that. It's you, me, the lawyer, God, and the witch. Okay, I can't spell it out for you any clearer. The other two, forget you heard anything. Okay.
But I don't listen to you anyways, princess. What you were saying?
I think we should really go get these eyes. That sounds kind of important right now.
Yes,
So-
we're going to the party to get the eyes.
Do you want to go quickly or do you want to go slowly?
We have a
I will
whole
let-
week.
Well,
Oh,
You
Not
have
to
a
get to
whole-
the party, but to get the eyes.
to get the eyes. Yeah, the party's tonight. But if
the
you don't
party is
succeed,
just the start of the plan.
Oh, is there more plan? I thought that the party was the whole plan. What's the rest of
There's
the plan?
always more plan. You'll find out when it's important. Okay, it's not important. Right now, I have to haul this heavy rotund toad.
This is so
what's it
exciting.
called?
I'm not usually a part of anybody's plans. People don't usually think to include me, so it's just kind of nice to get to go along for the ride one time. You know, normally I just kind of have to mend the books, but now.
Okay,
this time
let's
I
go!
get to
It's
actually
smack you!
Hey, that kind of hurt. I have a bald patch there, and you
He's
hit
like-
it and like right on the direct skin.
I'll
with
smack
your
you again
claws.
if you don't move!
all right. Do you want to roll quick? I'm gonna
I've-
make this challenging, but it'll be like trouble where you guys can all roll together to like
Nice.
succeed.
I would love to roll quick.
Quick.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
I think
challenging,
quick.
so that's 8.
2 plus 3 is 5.
Okay, 5. So we just need 3 more.
Oh, 3 more. That's me. What's plus 2?
guys, roll
Okay.
above a 3.
That's good. That's our two
Both-
movers.
Both halves of the success.
The upper half and the bottom half have succeeded in locomoting.
Which is all we needed. Great. So basically, Swindlincote is on a hill. The Collegium's at the top. Our bookstore is like only halfway down. So you just know that like to get to the Collegium and this party, like there can't really be that many places it could be. You just need to go uphill and find, where party music is happening, essentially. So you arrive just in time for the ball. And you hear music, kind of eerie harpsichord music playing in the background, and a human looks Princess directly in the
smile.
eye.
With no teeth and a big tongue.
Yeah, it's like he goes, "Invitation, please,"
hand
and
it up.
then all you hear is wah, 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 wah.
I handed it up.
1 second. Hey, I need the invitation. Hey, I can't reach it. Richard, you're gonna have to stick it out.
With one talent, he grabs. He has to lower a little bit.
Yeah, you just
to
like
get a
shrink
talent
down.
around. Yeah, to get a talent down to Trouble's reach, and then rises back up and sort of like, I don't even know. I don't think Rich's talons are long enough. It's just like a claw comes out of a button hole,
Out of the
like
middle.
the space in between two buttons. And
Things
it's
that should not have
just-
happened.
I cast Speak Human.
You cast Speak Human?
Yeah.
Okay, take a point of danger.
Okay.
What do you want to speak?
Only if I fail, right?
Yeah.
Uh.
I think we said you don't have to roll. We decided no rolling. You just get to do the spell.
But you do take a danger.
But you do take a danger.
Okay. Here's your invitation.
I'm gonna try and mouth the words.
We've got.
Yeah, they don't.
We've taken some liberties with the dress code, and we've come dressed as the
what?
witches' familiars.
The witches' familiars. Oh, so novel. Well, right through the maze, and then you'll follow the sound of the dancing, and you will get to where the rest of the witch hunters are. And you look across, and you see that there's basically a hedge maze leading up to where the sound of the music is. You're in a big courtyard, and you can kind of see light at the center of the maze.
Guys, it's
Are we good
okay.
to go?
I did a maze one time, and it was really easy. You just went forward, and every time you turned left, and then you would turn right, and then you'd get to the end. So we just got to turn left and then right.
Thistleberry. Sometimes
Yeah?
it's better to show instead of tell. So why don't you just show us how good you are at a maze?
Okay,
This
so
one can literally
even
fly.
out of the
listening to
code,
that
and I'm like, if you go left, and then you go right, and then you go left
You
again
don't
at the
have to
next
tell
one.
me everything you do.
Well, you wanted to show, so you're above me, so I've got to
Can we
show
go,
you my
Rich?
paws.
Let's just start moving.
Richard started to raise their
Yeah, we see
elevation to
one
the top
part-
half
one
so that they
part.
can see over the hedge.
Fortunately,
Rich
somebody
is
has
just like-
come up behind you, so the man is looking at the next person in line. Invitation.
Trying to see the floating half of the body. Other half. Let me and then he just bypasses the maze.
This bird does not know how to talk.
No.
you
need
cut
you.
out.
Speak bird, because I just can't get it.
You cut out. Say it again, Sean. Slowly.
I don't technically
So
have a hearing
hard.
problem, but when multiple people talk at one time, it's just kind of really hard for me to understand. So I don't again, it's not technically a problem, but it can just be a little difficult.
Just these simpletons are so tough to communicate with. Anyways, me and Princess are off to the center of the maze.
It's Princess and I thought you were educated with the glasses, you know?
Princess, I will crash land you if need be. So shut your fly
It's either
ring
that or
trap.
go back to Thistleberry, and I'm really debating both options at the moment.
Yes, well, the less we have to deal with trouble, I guess. Anyways, let's go. Rich starts flying over the top of the hedge maze.
Great. I'm
What am
gonna
I
say,
doing?
what's your goal? What's your goal here, Richard?
My goal is to quickly get to the center of the hedge maze.
All right. I'll say that's pretty simple. Do you want to go quickly or sneakily?
Quickly.
All right. Simple, quick.
Sean, quit taking all the good
Indeed.
rolls.
Sean's doing all the good rolls.
I
10.
think I've rolled a couple ones. 2, actually. 2 10s and 2 1s.
Funny how that works out.
Great. So you just take off. A nightgown is flying in the night.
It
You
looks
guys
like
are
an
no
actual
longer,
witch has entered the party.
yeah, no ghost or a witch. We're not sure. Ghost of a witch, maybe. You, Thistleberry, in trouble, are left maybe in her shoes. Did you wear shoes or it's just you?
I have bunions, and so shoes can be really constricting, and so I
Alright.
don't like to wear
No
them.
shoes. So you two are left unmasked to traverse the maze.
Do we have the
See, so-
nightgown, or is it just us?
No, it's just you.
They've
It's
got the
just you,
nightgown.
the
It's just
nightgown.
us.
They flew off with the nightgown.
This is great. We fit it
So,
anywhere.
like I said, we just go to the left, and then we go to the right, and then we just alternate.
Whenever Thistleberry goes left, I'm going right.
Yeah.
Are
So
you still on
we're the
Thistleberry's
first.
shoulders? Are you like steering
No.
Thistleberry with his ears?
No, the nightgown gets abandoned, and that all gets abandoned.
All right, so we're all on our own here.
Mhm.
All right, so you intentionally go separate ways, is what I'm
Yes.
hearing here. Okay. Thistleberry, do you want to get to the center of the maze quickly or sneakily?
Oh, quickly.
Okay. I'll say simple, quick.
8 total.
There you go.
We
You
made it.
do it. Trouble. Sneakily or quickly?
Sneakily.
Okay. Simple, sneak, or sly, whatever it is.
6.
Great. You guys all do it. You come out at 2 very different points. You're really not sure how that happened, but like you are on opposite sides of the ballroom. And when you get there, you see that everybody is masked, like full mask, and they have witches. They're basically wearing witches' faces on those masks. So you don't know what they look like underneath the masks, but you recognize a few of the faces as witches that like Theodosia has mentioned before. And you're kind of like scanning. You know, if you take the time to scan the room, you might see if somebody dressed as Theodosia is there. You're muted, Logan.
I have a pretty good vantage point from the top of this bird, so I'll
Yeah,
take
you
a
do.
gander. I'll look.
Okay.
I can identify her face.
Great. I'm
In
gonna
theory.
say simple, clever. It's
Simple,
interacting
clever.
with humans.
Oh.
Hmm.
So okay, well, how does this work with danger?
So failed rolls have to be if your failed rolls
Mm-hmm.
are equal or under your danger points,
The
then
roll or the whole
The
number?
whole number.
Okay, so we're good then. Because
Yeah.
that's 2, and my danger is 1.
Okay, great.
Jesus.
I guess
Great.
does it go up to 2 now?
Yes. So you look and everybody's just dancing pretty fast. Like
Hmm.
right now it's not a waltz. We are doing some like quick foxtrot action happening. Everyone's really swirling around and you don't seem to see anybody like Trouble described, and you don't seem to see anyone that is wearing Theodosia's face as a mask.
Rich, I can't. No one here is dressed as a dead body. We're fish out of water. We have no idea what we're doing.
Well, I don't know. I can't see through this human
Nightgown.
clothes.
I imagine you're just like the shoulders of a nightgown that are just
Our
like
shoulders are like
going like this with every
I have
flap.
the eyes. I can see. They're just not here. Maybe we're at the wrong party.
You do see that there's a
Not at the
refreshment
wrong
table.
Party.
Oh, I see her over there.
I'm gonna point him to the refreshment table.
Uh-huh.
Okay, fine.
Oh yeah, we're making progress now. I see the goal. Target in sight.
Okay. Great. There's like a whole bunch of like Halloween themed refreshments. You know, there's
Are
like,
there the
apple
little?
cider.
Are there the little sausages in the barbecue sauce?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Lower me down. Lower. Good.
And I'm gonna like stick up a couple sausages on my tongue.
You're gonna
Okay, we're good. Now, what were we doing?
You're looking for Theodosia. All right,
Oh,
you while you guys are partaking of snacks. Trouble, you you're out of the maze. Everybody's dancing. You see a lot of big feet because you're at floor level. What do you do when you come out of the maze? You kind of see a ghost floating around at the refreshment table, and you figure you know who that ghost is.
Do I still have speak human? How long does it last?
Sure. I'll let you have it for like 5 minutes.
Okay.
I feel like it didn't take you that long. You did pretty well on the roll, so yeah, you have like a few seconds left of speak human. You're not gonna get a full conversation, but you might get like take me to blah 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 kind of a thing out.
I don't think I want to do what I was thinking I could do.
Okay. Okay, great. Do know that you are a rat amongst non-magical people. And historically, humans, even though you really are good at speaking human, humans are not always receptive to your adorable rotund self. So just keep that in mind. Is there anything else?
Am I stealthy still?
Do you want to still be stealthy? Yeah, you can be.
Yeah, I'm gonna be stealthy and find somewhere that's not the dance floor.
What do you like? You see there's like some tables where people are just like high top tables. People are standing and talking. You see that like there's a few benches like scattered around. It seems like people are catching up.
I'm gonna find a top hat. Somebody wearing a top hat.
Okay. Great. Roll a d6.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Great. You have found a person wearing a top hat.
Amazing.
Great. What do you want to do with that person?
I'm gonna find the ghost.
Okay.
I'm gonna flag them down.
They are busy eating sausages and barbecue sauce.
Every now a claw, a talon comes out.
How do you distract them from my sausages?
I can't
Guys.
hear you, princess. You must speak up.
You got
Guys.
so many sausages in your mouth.
Oh, I concur.
Princess,
What?
I found them.
What?
I found the guy.
You found him?
Yeah, right there. I point to top hat wearing person.
Mm-hmm.
Does that look anything like him?
No.
It looks exactly
Does
like
it look
him.
like our witch?
Nope.
Perfect. Okay. Rich, we gotta go to the other side of the table real quick. 1, there's a cheese ball, but 2, there's something I gotta grab over there.
All right, so you guys go to the other side. Thistleberry, you
Mhm.
emerge out of the maze. What do? You see a bunch of feet. You see a ghost around a cheese ball.
There's a
Over to
ghost
the
in a
other
cheese
side.
ball. Oh gosh. Okay.
You're
I
like
don't.
on the other side, like they're
They're
across.
they're all so far away. I don't really know what to do. Is there like a second story, or is it all a ground floor type of pavilion, or like what are we architecturally dealing with?
It's all one floor. It's all one floor.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, jackalopes we're pretty like auspicious creatures. But I don't really look like much of a jackalope because my whole antlers. So like I just kind of look like a rabbit, which I think is like that's probably okay for a bunch of magicians because I think
Yeah.
that's what they are. Or are
Yeah.
they?
Explicitly not.
Huh.
They're witch hunters, witch
They
hunter
hunt
magicians.
magicians.
Oh, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. So I'm gonna like walk out in the dance floor and like try and like identify the shoes
Uh-huh.
of this man who killed Theodosia.
Great. Do you want to be sly or clever? Do you want to be invisible or do you want to like really find the shoes?
Ooh, I think I want to be sly.
Okay. Great. And
12
Great.
total.
Wow.
I was gonna
Don't
say
care
it's
what you have to
basic.
say next.
It's basic, so you succeed.
Well, I did it.
You did it, and you notice that it's finally become a slow dance. It is now a waltz.
Mhm.
And so people slow down, and you can really get a good look at their shoes. People don't seem to be noticing you at all. And you go out into the middle floor, and you see that there is somebody that looks like they have they should be the most beautifully polished shoes, except there's a little bit of bookbinding glue.
See, I'm really good at recognizing book binding glue because I use it all the time, and also it's just kind of stuck to my scarf.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna walk up to those suspicious spats there, and I'm gonna like compare and like look at my scarf and look at the shoe and like does it match or is it like
Perfect match.
okay, so it's like a perfect match, but like this is pretty old glue, so like does the old glue match that glue or is
No,
it like am
fresh
I
glue.
factoring in the time?
Fresh that glue. Like if a few hours ago somebody stepped in that glue, that would be the glue that's on.
There's just a rabbit standing on the dance floor on its hind
Yeah,
legs, just like looking at shoes.
you succeeded. You get to do what you want.
I would like to look up at this fellow.
Yeah. You have to actually dance a little bit too because they're moving. They're not
I'm
stationary.
hopping.
You're hopping, so you're like hopping in time with like when they pause it. And you look up and there is no top hat on this person's head. And you would think that this is a gentleman's feet when you look down at the shoes. But when you look up, there is a beautiful mask of a youngish looking witch with silver hair, which is what Theodosia looked like before she passed. And so you are like, oh my god, this is Theodosia Mouse, oh, Theodosia shoes, this has gotta be there's no top hat, but this has gotta be the guy.
Can I like sit on the ground next to him and just like look up and like little whisker twitch and like paw at his leg a little bit, try and get his attention and just like look real sweet and innocent?
Yeah. You can. I don't think you have to roll for that. You can just do it.
Okay, yeah, I did that. It was great. He was smitten.
And so your goal is to get him to look at you directly.
He's just gonna look down at this little cute rabbit with a scarf.
Yeah,
that, like,
he's gonna
is
look
dragging on the
down,
ground behind it.
and you see Theodosia's face, but you
Mhm.
hear a man's voice come out, and it's like, "Oh, I've been waiting for you!" And he reaches down and snatches you up, unless you manage a quick maneuver.
Oh, he was waiting for me? Oh no, I'm gonna hop too. I'm gonna roll quick for that. I don't know
Okay.
how
And
hard
I'm
of a
gonna
quick
say
roll it is.
it's challenging
It's challenging.
because
Okay.
he was waiting for you. He
Oh, he got me. I'm
he
nabbed.
got you. You nabbed. So now he's waltzing with a rabbit in one hand and his partner in the other. And he's got you by your glue scarf throat.
I'm just kind of like, you know what? I've never actually been around a rabbit, so I don't know what noises they make. But I'm like chittering at him.
Distress rabbit
Distress rabbit
noises.
noises.
Okay, flash over to my group over here.
I need 2 things. I need a spoon, and do they have flowers here?
Oh yeah, the hedge maze is made out of roses.
Okay, I'm gonna take a rose, and I'm gonna plant growth and make it a beautiful rose, and I'm gonna take a spoon from the condiment table.
You may do all of those things without rolling.
Perfect. My danger goes up, though. Okay, here's the plan, Richard. I am beautiful. Step 1, done. 2, we're gonna go over to that man. We're gonna present him with this rose, and then we're gonna wink and usher him into the hedge maze. And then when he gets there, because I'm beautiful and he can't withstand my alluring presence, we're gonna gouge his eyes out with this spoon. Step 1, step 2, we can be home by midnight.
Yes,
Trouble, what are you doing?
Princess, there's a big flaw here, and I think it has to do with the beautiful part of the plan.
No, it's flawless. I mean, I could put on some lipstick. But let's go back to the table and get ketchup.
All right, you apply your lipstick. Trouble, what are you doing?
Oh, what guy are you guys talking about? Top hat guy?
What?
That's number 1 suspect.
Yeah,
You
the
hear
top hat guy.
chittering
Okay,
from the
great.
dance floor.
Oh, God. I'd recognize that
Is he
non-rabbit
having one of
chittering
those
anywhere.
panic attacks?
And
Oh,
you
it's-
look over
I
and
don't
see
suffer from panic attacks. I just have general
Yeah, that's gotta be him.
you see Theodosia waltzing with another person with Thistleberry in the other arm.
Oh, God, okay. Let's go get the cheese ball.
Sorry, did you mean Thistleberry or the actual cheese ball?
We're gonna take the cheese ball, we're gonna throw it in his face. And then we're gonna take Thistleberry.
Okay.
While he's distracted by the cheese on his face.
Sure.
Or we could just we could offer a trade. We could say, "That's a terrible rabbit you have. This is a nice cheese ball. Would you want to trade?" He's not really worth anything to us.
Whose appendage is presenting the cheese ball? Or
I could
grasping
hold
the
some
cheese
of it
ball?
in my mouth and spit it at him.
I actually think the original plan is better.
Which one? The one where I'm beautiful?
Yeah. But instead of, like, I think that you go over there and then you run away from him and into the plants.
Roses.
Okay,
rose bushes.
yes.
And then I can
Like we're
scoop.
running or we're leading him alluringly. He's not gonna resist me.
Your choice.
It's not look at my face. There's no choice about it.
Yeah. And then you grow the plants around him and then we scoop his eyes. Job done.
It's very simple. This sounds like the most simple
Job
plan
done.
ever. You hear that the waltz is almost over.
He's gonna be looking for a new. Let's go. He's gonna need a new dance partner. Now's our time.
Well, Rich will flutter the bodice over to the.
Pop it up.
I got it.
Cleavage is moving on its own.
We're lopsided. We gotta even out.
You control that part, not me.
Okay, great. They have come to a pause. They're changing partners. What do you want to roll to seduce
Fierce.
Theodosia's killer?
I'm
What do you-
fierce.
Fierce. You want to?
Or I'm clever.
You're a scare dragon
sly.
pushing.
Well, I
Sly?
am fierce, but I'll roll sly.
I would roll sly. I'm gonna say this is
This is what? Base simple? I do this all the time.
near impossible, but I'll let both you and Richard roll together
Yeah,
to accomplish
It's the
this.
face and the bodice working
Yeah.
together.
The body. It's
And-
all about the movement.
and you get the
and
sense
I know
when-
how to dance.
When you get closer, you start to be able to hear Thistleberry, and you're like, oh, he knew we were coming. Like, he is waiting for the familiars, essentially, is what you kind of get from Thistleberry. Thistleberry was not in disguise. You, however, in disguise,
Beautiful.
have a potential for luring this
So
man.
to be clear, there's the floating half of a woman with a
Yeah.
frog with ketchup on its mouth.
That's why it's near impossible. It's very
I
dark.
think we have a good shot.
It's very dark.
Very
They didn't have
dark.
electricity.
Well,
Oh
I don't need a bodice. The face does it all.
It's all natural, babe. No bustier here.
All right, how do you
Oh my
seduce
God.
this man?
I go up to
Non-verbally.
him. I proffer the rose to him. It grows a little bit. It looks enticing. I wink.
I didn't know somebody killed the toad witch. She's been out. He thinks that you're essentially in disguise as the toad witch. Like
I
you're,
just nod, and then I do a really extravagant wink at him,
Mhm.
and then I nod to the hedge maze, drop the rose, and
Now let's go. Go.
The mystery
Yeah.
is alluring.
Wow, you must be a powerful witch hunter to have taken down the toad witch. He follows you into the maze. He's still holding Thistleberry
Mhm.
captive.
Perfect.
Thistleberry, he might be a little distracted if you want to try to do
He's
something.
allured.
He's been hit with a powerful lust.
No, I mean, I think I'm still just explaining my rosacea to him. So, like, there's no, I'm not doing anything.
Great. Trouble, what are you up to?
I'm gonna scamper into that hedge maze just to be present. Behind.
Okay, like behind. Okay, you're
Yeah.
not ahead.
No,
Top Hat Man forgotten
for now.
for now. Okay, great. You following him. You guys lure him to the part of the maze you want to lure him to. He looks at
Perfect.
you and says, "Wah, wah, 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 wah,
I nod.
wah." Great. And then he starts, leaning in.
I hold out. I get the spoon ready behind my back.
Yes, I guess Richard is like, do you want me to peck out his eyes? We need to get the mask out of the way first.
Oh, well.
Does the mask cover his whole face?
Yeah, it's a full face mask. It looks like Theodosia's coming in for a little kissy.
Well, is he going to take off? Is he going to take off his mask to smooch with me?
Yeah, I feel like it's like full except
Um.
for like this part, like the lower, like kind of Phantom of the Opera style,
Why don't you just knock his mask off when he gets close?
You'll
Maybe
do the
let
kiss.
let it
You
progress
do
a little bit.
you
After a
do the
little tongue
kissing.
action, you can knock the mask off. Okay.
Great. Knocking the mask off, pretty simple. I think you're gonna
Okay,
have to roll to kiss this man, though.
I've kissed many
Like a
men
human
before.
kisses.
Like a human. I'm gonna say that this is maybe challenging.
This is-
Okay, I'll
and-
say it's
okay.
challenging if you want to succeed in convincing him you're a human. Simple if you just want to distract him.
Oh,
If you
Okay.
just want to make contact.
Uh-huh.
Simple.
we need to get his eyes.
You do need to get his
So
eyes.
I need this ruse to keep going. So I'm gonna
You
go
do.
for it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna convince him.
Great. I'm gonna say you need to be clever about it because you have to interact and understand humans in order to
Yeah.
do so.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Challenging. 8.
8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I add 1.
No.
Oh,
3.
and that's your
That's equal to my danger.
Okay. I feel like he leans in.
I lean in. Yeah, lean, Richard,
You
lean.
fall off of me.
Yeah, you fall. You're both leaning, and then you go a little too far, and so you've fallen off of Richard.
I got a little too into the moment.
And you basically fall onto him, like onto his. Richard has grown in height, so you're actually taller than this person. So you fall onto his shoulder, or like splat onto his face.
Yeah,
and
ketchup everywhere.
Ketchup everywhere, and you are caught by the witch hunter. Says it's you, and he whips you off.
as he goes to
Something
grab
special.
this toad, I wanna bite his hand with my little
Go for it.
jackalope teeth.
Fierce.
Ooh, that's gonna be
Um,
so good.
Do you want?
Whoa!
Yeah,
You
you did it. You did what you
I
wanted
draw
to do.
blood.
You draw blood.
I
Great.
give him poisoning of some kind.
Great.
It's like toxoplasmosis, but for rabbits.
Is this a slow acting poison? Is this a fast acting poison?
I think it's slow acting. I think he's contracted rabies. So
Okay, jackalope rabies.
Yeah.
Notorious. The most feared magical form of rabies.
You
Okay.
grow horns.
You grow horns. Turn into a jackalope, actually. It's like a vampirism thing.
Mhm.
Um,
Well, we are lycanthropes,
Yeah,
actually.
that's-
So it's
How they reproduce jackalopes.
yeah. Not too many people know this, but it's pretty common among jackalope kind for if you bite somebody, the person who's bitten then has to be your spouse until you die, and then they bite somebody else, and somebody becomes their spouse, and so you.
Yeah, well, this
the whole
makes
thing.
sense.
So I
this
think
makes
technically
a
we're married
lot
now.
of sense. Great.
Yeah. I hope
Great.
it's
So
not a
your
problem for you, princess. I
husband-
know you're pretty hot for him, but like it's just kind of a cultural thing.
I'm over him.
He's been rejected. He lets go of you. So I'm assuming you just bite the hand that he's holding you with.
Mhm, mhm.
You are like dropped immediately. Princess, I feel like he basically had you, and then like when he flung off the jackalope, he flings you into the bushes essentially. So you were like
Watch it.
airborne and thrown a meter away, and he's like, I knew you dirty little familiars were coming. I just have to kill you now.
I'm still floating.
No, you
Why
don't-
does he
you
say
don't
it?
understand any of this, but he throws off Theodosia's face so he can see you. And
Okay, I want to pick out his stuff.
great. Attack.
Once his
I'm gonna
mask is out of the way.
say difficult, fierce.
Okay, that sounds great. I will
Ugh.
not do it.
We roll 2s and we roll 10s. We roll
Yep.
nothing else. And this time, unfortunately, it was a 2.
It really is very high or very
It's
low.
Very low. Okay. Unfortunately, he had done his research and he knew that Theodosia he'd been spying on her for a long, long time, and he knew that a magpie was one of her familiars. So he was prepared for an aerial attack. And he basically just grabs you by the nightgown because you're still in the nightgown.
No.
And like
Thought
pulls
the
you
nightgown
down.
would distract him.
Pulls you down. Trouble, what are you doing? Who has the spoon?
I have the spoon.
Okay.
I'm watching.
I would like to posit something,
Mhm.
if just philosophy a little bit here.
Mhm.
So glue, if one were to use it,
Mhm.
it would be in a liquid runny state, right?
Generally, yes.
Okay. So
Mhm.
if you were going to use it, you would want it to be like that. If it wasn't like that, you would say it's broken. The glue is broken, the glue doesn't work.
Mm.
Oh.
Yep. Yep.
So if I can fix the glue
Mhm.
that's on my scarf to be its runny, tacky state,
Mhm.
I would then have glue on my scarf. Liquid usable glue.
Yes. Yes.
I would like to tidy, clean, and mend
You're mending the glue.
mending the glue on my scarf.
Okay. Yep. Sure. I'll let you do that.
So I have one more
Why not?
danger and a gluey scarf that I would then like to wrap around his feet.
Go for it. I would say, as he has currently been bitten and wrangling a bird, that's probably pretty basic.
Ooh, okay. I would say pretty quick because I'm like evading, you know.
Oh yeah, you can
Evading
roll
his feet.
quick, but 7 is basic as the 7.
That's fine. That's fine. Oh no! It's a 3 plus 3 is 6. That's terrible. One shy.
What's your danger? Did you roll under your danger?
Oh yeah,
What
I'm at 2
is
danger. We're fine.
our
We're fine.
roll?
I'm just watching. I like, oh, Thistleberry. You can't, glue isn't instant. It's still just liquid.
Yeah, it's not super glue.
I don't know. Just trying things.
He's like, I've got one spell, okay? I'm trying to make it work.
It's not the most applicable in combat situations, and so I'm just trying to think creatively, which was never my strong suit. I got a D in creative writing when I was in school, but that doesn't really say a lot because we were all jackalopes, and we're not really known for our language. So we're
I'm gonna
really kind of
hop
more of
over.
the visual arts.
Yeah.
While this is all happening,
Hop on over.
I'm gonna be like, Richard, get him in the bush. Just push him into the bush.
That's disgusting. What are you talking about?
I got it.
Just
And can
push
you
him.
see he's manhandling me?
Barrel.
Barrel.
Wait.
I'm
Barrel.
barreling.
Oh.
Okay, you're gonna barrel.
Yeah.
Rat tackle.
Fierce.
Key.
I'm gonna say it's challenging to get him in the bush, but not impossible.
It's okay. Hey, is that
Oh,
That's not a very
challenging?
fierce
You
Nice.
did it! Yeah.
Oh, good
One
job.
fat rat too many.
The weight, it's the momentum, the mass.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he's like
Bowling ball.
he just
An
shifted his weight,
unstoppable force.
and you.
I want to plant growth the bush to try and trap him a little bit, or at least get him to let go of
Sure.
Rich.
I'm gonna say challenging, just to like kind of trap him and let go of Rich.
Challenging what?
Oh wait, you don't have to roll. You just get to do it.
Yeah, I guess.
Danger point. Danger point.
Danger point.
You get to do it.
Okay.
Oh God! And he's, roses, canes have just grown all over his arms and are drawing slight blood. And he's like, and then the more he struggles, the more he gets scratched. And he is restrained for now.
Get his eyes. Get him. Here's a spoon. Do it, Trouble.
Trouble
Oh,
gets one eye,
you're right.
Rich gets another.
Rat spoon.
I was being such a barbarian. I should have used the spoon like a sensible magpie. And I lift up the spoon and I go for the attack. Give me your eye.
Okay. I'm gonna say that's pretty fierce. Taking out an eye with a spoon. Challenging?
Can I argue for clever? I am a master of human anatomy, having studied them for many years.
Oh, you want to argue for clever, huh?
Can I ask you a philosophical question?
Yeah, you have to give me philosophy if you want to have clever.
How different are the an eye is an eye is an eye. The connective tissue between compared, and Abby, you're not allowed to comment anything on it. The connective tissue of a bird's eye compared to a human eye, very similar. And while we don't talk about it, Richard Horace Willoughby III has some unsavory connections that
With the
he
bird
may
mafia?
or may not have.
Wow, it was so
Oh,
unsavory
it
you
was
cut out.
So yeah, we censored it for your benefit, chat.
For your safety.
You didn't want to hear this.
I will let you. He was clever.
It was unsavory. It was incredibly unsavory. There are horrific things that Richard dare not speak of in Pleasant Company, which is not really the current company, but oh well. Ah,
9, good lord.
Nice. Okay, so
I
I said
would like
challenging.
Like an eye.
You get
fine
one
dining.
eye.
Wow.
An hors d'oeuvre, if you would.
He is now screaming bloody murder.
Okay, I will start. I'm just gonna fly away with that eye. I'm gonna
Give
be
me
like,
the
good
moon!
luck.
The moon!
You gotta get in trouble this
I dropped this. I dropped the spoon, and with my other talent, like one talent grabs the eyeball, the other talent drops the spoon,
Mm-hmm. Great.
and I start flying away.
He is screaming bloody murdering, cursing. Huge. So you have exactly like 5 seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna
before,
do this quick and dirty. Eye
Okay.
extraction.
Okay, great. I'm gonna say difficult because he's now thrashing.
As this is happening, can I shove my scarf into his mouth to shut him up a little bit and buy us some more
Sure.
time?
The gluey scarf.
Yeah.
You sure can. I'm gonna say basic.
Basic.
He's
and-
restrained. Basic, and do you want to be fast or do you want to be
Mouth is
fierce?
wide open.
Oh, fast.
Okay.
Fast.
Basic, fast.
Oh, 12 total.
Nice.
Oh,
Mine's
nice.
Blew
quick,
that mouth
Sarah.
shut.
Say again?
Difficult quick.
Yeah, difficult, quick.
Okay. 6. Not good.
Not good. Okay, you take danger.
Yeah.
You do not succeed. What? You go in to scoop that eye.
I missed, and I get it in the other socket.
He gets the scarf to the mouth, and he goes, and like right as you're poised, he's gonna rat on his face to chop, and he just like manages to throw you off just by like jerking his head. So you go sailing off into the bushes. The spoon tumbles to the ground, but you are knocked a few feet away. What a fun day.
You have to have professionals do it. I'll pick up that spoon.
Okay.
And I'll do what I was made to do.
Okay. Are you doing this quickly or fiercely?
We are on limited time.
I'll
do it quickly.
Okay. Quick, and I'm going to say still difficult because he's thrashing in pain. He can't really see you, so he's just like consistently thrashing.
Difficult, so 9.
If you can do it with, if you want to have a tag team, you can do it with Thistleberry. You want to do like extended trouble.
Yeah.
Propose to me what you propose, Thistleberry. You have in 4 words or less. And you cannot mention your cyan. These are the rules.
I think I'm gonna need some time to think about that one.
Okay, I'm gonna do this one solo.
Ah!
Okie dokie.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh my god.
No, +1.
Yeah.
Do you have a +1?
+1, yeah.
Okay, you make it. How do you extract this eye?
Does it
with a
have to
spoon.
does it have to be whole?
Yeah.
The eye has
Yeah,
to
it
be an
does. It
intact
does.
eye.
It does.
God,
It's very
okay.
important.
It's very important. I will jam the spoon into the bottom of his eye. So it's like a diving board. And then I'm gonna hop onto it and just pop it out, and it's gonna go flying across.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna land and they're gonna go, it was a 10. My father was a diver. I get it from him.
Great. Okay. People are now rounding the bend, ready to help this fellow witch hunter who is.
He cannot be helped. We gotta go.
You need to get that eye and you need to go.
We gotta get that eye. Thistleberry, you stay here and explain to the nice people what has happened. Trouble and I will leave.
Thistleberry will, for once in his life, stand up to the bully that is Princess, who has been degrading him her whole life. And Thistleberry will dive onto the eyeball and scoop it up with his big floppy ears and cradle it gently. And
It's just like
back.
glue.
Exactly. So we're gonna scoop and scoop and glue and run back to the library.
Okay. Basic.
Oh, he's actually doing something good.
7. I would
All
say
you had to do was belittle him for the 500th time, and he finally is effective.
I'm so sorry.
6. It's a 6 total.
I'm so sorry. You dive. You get the eyeball. It's just, it's not like glue.
It's the wrong kind of liquid. I'm used to a thicker,
slippery,
higher viscosity.
It's a little bit slippery, and you grab it in your little fuzzy ears, and it just goes, and it sloops up into the air and rolls
I
away.
spoke way too soon.
Great. It has rolled into the hedge.
Okay, I'll go get the eye.
Plant growth.
Okay.
I go. I
Right.
grab.
Simple. You don't really need to roll for that.
I'm red.
That's how it's done, Thistleberry.
You do have to roll to run away.
Perfect.
So are you rolling to be fast or sneaky?
Sneaky.
Okay. I'm going to say basic again.
Okay. 8.
Ooh.
Great. You sneak with that eye right on back home. The 2 that are left, witch hunters, have rounded the bend. There's a man screaming bloody murder. Literally, quite literally. What do you want to do?
You have to prove in a court of law that we're
you
the ones
explain
that
he can't pick us in a lineup. He can't do it. So you gotta acquit. And then I'm gonna run into a hedge and try and get away.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stand there and keep explaining.
You're doing great, Thistleberry. You just keep doing it. And really throw the book at him.
I'm gonna say that's pretty basic to go into the dark hedge and elude them.
Okay. Can I do it slyly? Just like, loop,
yeah, do you want to be sly? You can.
Yeah, I do want to be sly. 4, and that is my trouble.
Okie dokie. You go, and you're like ready to turn, right? Like you're ready to hop in. You had the hedge all planned out, like the hedge is your place. Somehow, some diggity dang witch hunter standing right between you and a hedge. Like they must have used some sort of arcane object or something because they are right there. And you like mid hop, they scoop you up, and you see it's the man in the top hat.
Sir, am I being detained? You cannot keep me if you don't have a legal warrant.
And he said, because you're covered in ketchup, he thinks you're the one that stabbed. And he goes, they're trying to bring her back. And he's like, all we gotta do is kill this one. And he starts to squeeze.
We can't hear you. She's gone. She's the only one who can speak to you.
Thistleberry, what do you want to do?
Oh, I'm explaining the finer points of
Okay. Yeah.
citizens'
You know,
arrest.
I can't believe you left me
Okay,
here with him.
Richard had flown off,
Yeah,
but now
Richard flown
he
off.
looked back, unfortunately, which he never should look back. And he sees the trouble they're in, and he heaves a deep sigh and says, "One must always sacrifice themselves
The
for
gentility must always sacrifice themselves
yes, for the poor folk under their care."
for the rabble.
And he turns around.
If you're going back, drop that eyeball.
He would like to use the eyes.
You gotta speak slower and
You
quiet.
wait. You're a little bit fast.
Sorry.
Repeat it again. You would like to use the magic
Very
what?
demure.
You'd
I
be in
would
New York.
like to use the magpie's
Uh-huh.
infamous mimicry
Yes.
technique
Yes.
and cry fire or some other exclamatory, I want to create a distraction basically
Okay.
with another emergency.
Okay.
Um
There are candles everywhere.
Monosyllabic preferably. So maybe I'll knock over a candle.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that pretty easily to knock over a candle. You still have the eye.
I do, yes.
Okay.
So I'm sort of putting myself back in danger. I was thinking I could roll clever.
Okay. Yeah.
Mimic human speech.
Yeah. So I would say simple to knock over a candle, basic to knock over a candle and cry fire.
I would like to do both.
Okay. Great. Wow.
Ooh.
Look at you.
What
The
is that, 12?
nobility
The
comes to the
nobility.
rescue.
The landed magpie knows exactly what to do. So you knock over a candle. It is a candle right next to the finest organza curtains you have ever seen. And
Oh, where did they purchase those?
where did
They're
they
lovely.
find such a lovely organza for All Hallows Eve? And those little babies go up in smoke right quick. And this whole hedge, while it is roses, it is fall, and so there's quite a lot of dead foliage here that can quickly go up. So you light the organza, and you basically see it's like a fuse of this hedge is lighting on fire. So there's now a line of fire that's like creeping along.
Oh,
Dismay.
they'll be fine. I'm sure they can avoid a fire.
And you succeeded in getting their attention. Their attention is now divided. So they're not all kill the frog. And maybe this
Yes.
jackalope that seems like it's talking to us, but we don't know it's a jackalope. It looks like it's a rabbit. They don't even care about the rabbit. They're just like, what's this rabbit doing here? Murderous frog, check. Rabbit? I don't know. So, okay. They're now divided. They have a little bit of an easier time escaping if they want to do anything. Trouble, what are you doing?
I'm sneaking.
You sneaking all the way home?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So, my dear princess, you hear fire, 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 and you know that this is the sound of a noble magpie imitating a human. And you see smoke, and you have a little bit of an advantage to escape. You also see this, Thistleberry. What do you two do?
Okay, so everybody stay low below the smoke line. You want to crawl on your arms and your knees. If you have elbows and knees, use the elbows. If you're gonna
You're
touch
so
something
OSHA
hot,
compliant.
you gotta use the back of your paw because then that's more sensitive. and like it lets you.
People are
No.
not listening to you. They're running around.
It's really important to stay
somebody's
in a
grabbing the punch bowl and like trying to throw
calm,
it.
orderly line. You don't want to.
No calm. There is no order. People are running into the maze and getting lost.
God.
I like to think that the punch bowl also like Molotov cocktails itself.
Yeah, the punch bowl is alcoholic.
It was just 151.
There's a bigger fire. Your man Holden, whose eyes you've taken, does not know what's going on.
Well, he can't.
Princess, do you have anything you want to do?
I would like to regurgitate the little sausages with barbecue sauce onto this person and upset them enough to let me go.
Simple. I would say, is that fierce? Heavily weaponized?
I tell you what, it's not clever.
Fierce or quick? Pick one.
I got a quick digestive system. I can flip that bad boy in reverse on a dime.
He's got a throughput through his manus.
Okay, you said simple. I do this all the time.
Yep.
I don't. It's below my trouble.
R.I.P.
Okay, Princess. How does this play out? Which end have you picked?
I think I'm trying to regurgitate them, but they're strangling me, so it just gets stuck in my throat, and I'm sort of helpless.
Great. Okay.
Now I'm choking. They're
No.
being strangled and choked. The first person ever to choke and be strangled at the same time. I am multi-talented.
This worked really well for me before, so I will go up to the man in the top hat
Mhm.
and paw at his feet. And just hope I can get his attention with my very
You get his
gentle
attention.
rabbit eyes,
Mhm.
and just gonna like look real sad at him, and then like, oh no, the end of my scarf catches on fire. You gotta help me, and like, oh, a helpless rabbit.
What's your intent?
I don't know. to just see what happens. Really, that's all I'm here for. I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Okay, great. Sure. I would say clever if you want to convince him. Quick if you just want to get his attention.
I would be better at quick, but
Okay,
I
you
feel
can
like
do
I
that.
need to try to do something with clever, because otherwise I'm not progressing the situation any.
I would say simple. Okay.
Oh, it's a 6 + 0.
Oh, nice. Okay,
We did it.
You get his
I
attention.
distract him from his frogginess.
So this isn't the man in the top hat. The man in the top hat is a different man than the man that's choking out
Oh, I thought the man in the
Princess.
top hat was the one who was choking. Oh no. Well, this is embarrassing. I'm sorry, I mistook you for another man. Could you please get his attention? He's supposed to be. My friend is being hurt over there, and I would really like it if you could say something to him to maybe stop. I feel like this kind of just escalated more than it really needed to.
Maybe you like look like you're trying to help the man who is dressed as Theodosia, and so you're like gesturing to like be like, over there, this man is helpless and tied to a bush, and the man in the top hat will go over and like extricate, and he'll be like, my god, what are you doing? And he like knocks Princess out of his hand and like is like releasing him from the bushes that I'm assuming have like grown over his arms, and like is wrapping his cravat around his eye so that he has like a little bit of a bandage over the bleeding wound. So Princess, you have been knocked.
I cough up the little smokies. Oh my god. Oh god, that was terrible.
Your voice sounds even raspier than it
Oh my
usually
God.
does.
Thistle, that was so kind of you. I really have something I need to say to you after that. Earlier you said we were friends. We are not friends. Okay, and then I was going to leave.
Okay.
I
would
mean,
say you-
I never really thought of you in that way, princess. But like, I guess if you're into rabbits, I mean, I guess I could be into toads.
My god, are you a rabbit? Why do you
Well,
look like that?
I mean,
Oh,
technically,
God.
I'm a
I'm gonna leave.
jackalope, but everybody thinks I'm a rabbit, so sometimes it's easier to just say that I'm a rabbit because it confuses people a little bit less. But it does kind of denigrate my cultural heritage, which can be a little frustrating because we're already kind of a species that a lot of people don't believe in. So I wonder
it
about this a lot
will
at
be
night. If
a
it's
simple roll to get out of this place.
Nothing is simple ever.
You can either be sneaky or fast.
can we tag team a fast roll to get out of
If
here?
you want to do that, you can.
I am
Yeah.
speaking, which makes you want to run away from me. I think that's how I'm
Truly,
helping
it's
you.
like
Yeah.
it's
You're
the
just
motivation
behind,
I need.
You're just
Yeah.
driving Princess forward with your speech.
Just implying that
Yeah.
I'm okay with the interspecies relationship, but I'm not like really into you that much as a person. Like, it's not because you're a frog. It's just because, you're a little gruff and you've been a little mean to me sometimes, but I could get over that because, I mean, I've never really had a
Oh
relationship.
god, I've got to get away.
All right, you guys just need a 6. Okay.
Nice.
Hey,
Wonderful. Wow.
we did it.
You guys are back on home territory. You make your way back to Theodosia's house. Trouble, Richard. You guys already are there.
On my way home, I contemplated what would happen if a witch hunter had no eyes to begin with.
And
Oh,
They would be an unstoppable force.
Yeah.
yeah. Wow. We
So
just
we
created
created
that
a monster. Yeah.
Oh, God.
It might
I
not
know.
be as effective a witch hunter.
Hmm.
I feel like they would not be covert.
It's true.
Before, you never knew who was a witch hunter, but if both of their eyes look like they've been gouged out, that's a sure sign of trouble right there.
It's not a pretty wound either. The spoon, the diving board, there's horrible scars.
Great. Okay, you guys are all back. You got these eyes. Theodosia still levitating.
What do we do
I
now?
throw my eyeball at her.
Great. Simple.
Simple what?
Are you trying to be quick or clever or fierce?
Quick.
I think the eyeball's a weapon.
Yeah.
All right, you can be simple and quick.
8.
Success. Great. One eyeball lands, and like as it enters her aura, it just like gets like almost like a gravitational pull where it just kind of like hovers so that one eye lines up with her eye.
Wow, that was right. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Ugh. Why does she have to be so freaky? And then Richard will drop the other eye off in the appropriate.
Bring
think
it
we got
down.
this.
Slow it down. Bring it down. But we understood.
You drop the eye in the appropriate spot. Is that an accurate summary of what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you also simple, quick, clever, fierce. Take your pick.
Oh, we will be quick and fail.
All right, you just are a little bit too, your eyes are not quite adjusted to the brightness in the room. So you kind of like fly and then you forget that there's a window pane in the door that leads to the librarium and you like
Oh,
fly right into, you're slightly stunned, but the eyeball falls down and rolls
I think the statistics on that for him are that he's very likely to die in the next 24 hours. We should probably get some arrangements made. Does he have any family that we should call? I think that
He's never once talked about his pedigree or his family. I think he's an orphan.
I'm pretty sure that this is what it means to be landed.
Yeah, he wants to.
He's been suicidal this whole time. Okay. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to do
Are
anything?
we arriving back at this? I want the eyeball to roll, and then I just sort of like put my foot on it. Be like,
Yeah.
wow, mission accomplished. I got it here.
Yeah, you can do that.
And then I want to stroll through the frog door.
Stroll through the frog door.
Okay, now what do? We eat this bad boy?
No!
Spit it out? What do we do?
You can spit it at her body.
Simple.
What's
Take your pick. That's 6. Take your pick. Clever, fierce, or quick.
Why did you not pick the one skill that I'm good at?
I mean, you can do it sly if you don't want anybody to know about it.
No, I want them to know about it.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
That's the fatal flaw, is he needs to have the ego stroke.
Nice.
Oh, you did it! Great. Okay, how do you get that eye near Theodosia?
I put it in my mouth and then spit it out at the face.
Sounds absolutely like what I wanted Princess to do at this moment in time.
But when I do that, but a little smoky comes out, and then I have to do it again, and now it's the eyeball.
Great. So you do, and then again, it gets like it arcs, and then it gets drawn into her body and lines up with her other eye. And
Perfect aim.
You see the eyes have both disintegrated and like been drawn into her eyes. She's still glowing. Her eyes now are glowing a little bit brighter. And slowly you start to see her chest rising and falling. Rising and falling. And all of a sudden she goes... She sits straight up midair and falls down on her butt. And goes, oh my god, what happened?
Can we talk to her?
I think you can talk to her because you have a drop of her blood, so you're kind of part of her in a way.
This'll let somebody kill ya. It was just so like him. Oh my god.
She's like, oh, what happened to my toady woady princess? And she like picks up Princess and she's like, oh, you had a rough day. Why is there ketchup all over you? And she was just like,
I'm
petting
beautiful. I fell in love today. I had a long day. I fell in love. It didn't work out.
She sees who's closest to her. Who do you feel is next closest?
I think it would have to be Trouble.
Sure.
Trouble.
What?
Oh, I missed you so much. And she just like picks you up and boops you on the nose.
Oh boy.
And
I'm so glad you're back.
she's like playing with your little paws. She's like, okay. And who else? And she looks over. Richard, what happened to your monocle? I swear I die once and this happens.
Richard has a concussion.
He might not make it.
Like a bird imprint on the glass.
It's like, Richard, we talked about this. Why does he get you every time? And she like goes over and she just like boops him on the head, and you see like a little
Willow.
flash of magic goes. She like heals you and wakes you up. So she said, don't worry, don't stress too much. Here's your monocle. And she puts it back on your eye. And she goes, wait a minute. Where's Thistleberry? Where are you, Thistleberry?
He's just like hiding inside his scarf.
Oh, he must be. There's only one scarf I know that looks like glue and shivers all the time.
So I went to the slaughterhouse and they didn't have any more horse hooves, but they did have some donkeys, and so I grabbed those, but there's a problem with the donkey hooves because they have like this pussy nodule on the end of it because
That's
the
okay.
thing
I don't
died
need
of
to know about that. That's fine. But Thistleberry, where'd you put all my books?
technically I didn't take any of the books. But I was in charge because I am the most important, and so I was here, and the books got taken, but it wasn't my fault because I was doing the other thing you told me to do. So I don't think that I really per se know what happened with the books, but I think that they did get maybe like somebody took them, or I think swiped is probably a better word because it was really quick. Yeah, I think I would describe it as like a quick stealing motion. It wasn't like a planned heist or anything like really deliberate. It seemed really like more of a crime of passion.
She's letting you talk. She's walked away from you.
Yep.
She
Yeah.
goes up to her mirror and she like does a magic hand sign, and she basically gets like CCTV of her room.
All the scrying
Which-
eyes in the corner just like
Yeah, and she's just like, okay. And she touches the mirror and she sees who it is and she says, okay, great. And then she's like, it was the hat. We're gonna have to get that hat.
What hat? The top hat?
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was important.
And we'll end it there.
Oh.
The witch is alive. Her books are gone. They were in the hat. The hat is
We
a bag
could
of
have done it.
holding.
Trouble, you were onto it. We could have done it.
I know.
Mhm.
We let that rabbit lead us astray with the shoes and the glue.
I mean, you got the killer, but you missed the hat. So
Eh.
you succeeded in the overarching mission. But
Probably.
I can't even read.
yeah, which is it's very. I mean, I'm surprised you even lured a man into a ketchup kiss.
Have you seen me?
True. Great. So that has been The Witch is Dead. A very fun one shot. I think we had the most cohesive crew we've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. I mean, I don't think it's saying a lot, but
Sarcasm implied. Deep sarcasm implied. I know we didn't really kind of get to it, but some people had some fun side notes about their character. Trouble, did you want to reveal anything about your character?
What?
My idea was that I was cursed, forgot all my memories. I want to be uncursed by the witch. And if uncursed, I would turn into Penelope, Princess's brother.
Princess is a long-lost brother.
My God.
What was the reason? So the witch, you met the witch and she cursed you.
Yeah,
Why did she curse
I was her
you?
first familiar, and she cursed me to be a rat because I kept stealing things. Because I like shiny things, and so she said, "You're gonna be a rat because that suits you better."
It's way more appropriate if you're a rat. Like a toad stealing things is not on brand.
No.
Wow, I believe you've done this to me.
Princess, you had a little bit about why you met Theodosia, like why you're working with Theodosia, even though you're like an obvious.
An obvious what? Say it. Say it.
No, I want to
Get this on the. I want to hear you say it.
You told my brother all about it, but you didn't tell me, so I want you to go ahead and say it to me now. So we all in the same.
Princess, an obvious obstructionist. So you struck a deal with a witch. Why? Why?
Oh. Why did I do it? I don't even remember what I finally decided on. I was scaring children and stealing from them, and then she saw me and said, "I'll give you the power to. I'll give you some magic if you don't do that." And I said, "Deal." But then I still did it every once in a while without telling her it was my addiction. I just had to scare children.
You did, yeah. And that's why you worked for the witches.
Yeah,
You just
that's
got
why
to
I
have
worked for
magic
her.
powers.
Yeah, I have felt no attachment toward her whatsoever.
Yeah. She's
That
blatantly
explains a lot.
Yeah, she's blatantly ignores that and is like
She thinks
princess.
she thinks that I'm joking, but I'm not.
She's like,
I've never
such
lied in my life.
sarcasm. Was there anything else fun you guys wanted to share? I don't know, Connor and Sean, if you had any other thoughts. You don't
I
have
feel
to.
like Thistleberry is kind of very surface level. He
An
really
open
just kind of
book.
tells, there's not really a lot of secrets. It's kind of hard to keep a secret. I have a thing where I can't actually emote. My eyes don't show, like the left one twitches a little differently, so it's like hard to hide things. So I always just tell it like it is, because my mama always told me that I was really easy to tell when I was lying. And so I just tell the truth because I have this eye twitch, and that sometimes can cause migraines, which is really a whole separate problem, because sometimes it stops me from taking, things
You're like
take care of
you're like
the
the jackalope version of Uncle Colum from Dairy Girls.
Is Thistleberry actually a jackalope without horns?
Yes.
Okay.
Thistleberry is a jackalope without horns. He was captured by another witch to
An
have his
evil
horns
witch.
harvested for, cauldron purposes, and Theodosia rescued me.
She was like, hell no.
Give that boy back his horns.
Give that boy back his horns, except
that
they
didn't
never
work.
grew back.
Yeah, they never did.
We're working on it. We have like a horn regrowth potion we try every month. And like sometimes it works. Sometimes we think we're getting closer to it.
Technically, it's a tonic, and it's not FDA approved yet, so we have to not tell anybody that we're doing it.
It's absolutely not approved. It's probably actually illegal in several countries.
Yes.
All right, Richard, was there anything else that you wanted to say? I mean, he feels so prestigious, and how did he deign to work for a witch?
Yeah, it just comes from a long line of regal magpies, and it's useful to have an alliance with a witch. So,
True.
the political move.
Yeah, every magpie in your family has been allied with a witch, so you definitely needed to do that too. Otherwise, it would bring shame and dishonor to the witch, not to you.
No. Of course. I leave at any time.
You could leave at any time. You could work for any witch you wanted to. Great. So Theodosia seems like perfectly fine, unharmed. She gives you all your favorite treat. She promptly makes herself a cup of tea, breaks one cup, makes another cup of tea. And you all settle in to a nice little nap, and she plans her revenge and her heist to get her books back another day. All is well this Halloween.
Top Hat
Nobody
Man,
died.
we're coming
Nobody
for you.
died.
Got close.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think Princess could have died a couple of times.
It's fine. Now I
Nobody
have my
died.
favorite snack, which is a little smoky and a cigarette, and she knows that, and that's what she gives me.
2 little smokies.
2 little smokies. What's everybody's favorite snack?
Flies.
Flies.
I'm sorry,
Live?
She's a toad in the form of a rat.
Oh, that's right.
I have 2, and I have normal food.
What about you, Thistleberry? What's your favorite snack?
I think everything except for lettuce really kind of messes with my acid reflux and indigestion. So
I have
I'm on a
IBS.
pretty strict green diet. Iceberg is the best, but I can sometimes I can have romaine, and that's a little okay. I can have just a little bit of romance.
She gives
okay.
you
The hearts are better
iceberg.
than the deep
She gives
parts
you
of leaves.
lettuce, and she's like, "This is iceberg." Like she gives you the thing that you say you can't eat, but she tells you that it is the thing you can't eat.
Well,
Oh, it doesn't look like iceberg. Like I can tell this is like the red veins. I can see that this is red leaf lettuce. And
all right, she switches
okay,
it out.
it's okay.
She's like,
Colorblind.
I
here
can
you
eat
go.
it, but it's okay.
She's like, my eyes have been a little weird lately. Here you. All right, what's your favorite treat, Richard? And then we'll go.
Richard loves finely roasted grasshoppers.
Oh, only the finest. Honey
Only the
roasted.
finest. Plumpest, slow roasted with a quick braise and sear the appropriate moments, and lightly seasoned with some incredibly rare and expensive spices.
Definitely. I had these spices sent to me special from overseas, so you know these crickets are gonna be good. She gives you a little bit and hops off to her bed, dreaming of revenge. And
Perfect.
that's The Witch is Dead, our first time playing.
Yay!
Yeah, is there anything else? Do we have any updates on Humblewood?
We're gonna play the next time we can play.
Yay!
Yay! Oh yeah, we had a little bit of crazy schedules, so it's not that we don't want to play. It's
No.
just that timing has been hard with adult stuff. So, we have not forgotten. We have not forgotten the frog cult experience that is.
It's gonna be
Humblewood.
really great. I wish I could say I've been using a month to cook up more ideas, but I haven't.
I feel like I've had a month to learn how DOS loot works, and then I have forgotten that I even had DOS loot,
well,
and now I'm brainwashed, so I can't even use DOS loot.
well,
You are brainwashed.
So it is just it's just a cycle.
perfect.
Oh, and we're talking about what system to do next. So if you guys have any thoughts about that, you can let us know. We were looking at the new D&D rules, and we weren't sure exactly what was totally different or not. So we're thinking about how to switch, or if we want to switch, that kind of a thing. So yeah, we'll let you know in the YouTube chat community updates about when we'll play next, and hopefully it'll be soon. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it'll be soon. I don't want to make any promises. I don't want to make any promises that we have to retract.
Right.
So yeah, anything else, Abby?
No. Good job.
Good job. We did it. Happy Halloween. I hope everybody's eyes are great. And sleep tight. Don't let the witches or the witch hunters bite.
Bye.